Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel. Especially if this reading resonates with you, these readings are totally free. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. All right, 10 of Wands. Somebody has got you feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now. I'm getting this feeling that something is zapping your energy. Okay? There is a person in your life that is a huge drain on you energetically, maybe time, effort, energy, and or money, but it feels like there is something attached to you that is draining you, and I think you've probably been experiencing a lot of physical pain. Maybe there's just a little cold you can't seem to shake, or just like some tension that you can't seem to let go of. I don't know if it's in the middle of your back. I feel some tension in the middle of your back, because it really does feel like there's a huge weight on you, and it may be in the disguise of somebody that is, really rooting for you, someone that really cares about you, right? I don't know if it's a friend or a family member or what's going on, but let's take a look. And now it may not be a person, right? It could be some obligation that you have. Here's the 8 of Pentacles. We have a Queen of Cups underneath everything. We got a Princess of Wands, yeah. We've got the Lover's card, and we've got a 10 of Swords. Interesting. That is interesting. Another Princess, this time Princess of Swords. 4 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and a 9 of Pentacles, going from an 8 to a 9, okay? I feel like it's a friend, okay? I feel like it's a friend who it seems like they're very... There's a bond, there's a close, maybe it's a family member, but I feel like it's somebody about your age, and I feel like they really have sometimes a very needy energy, and that they kind of need your support for their well-being, right? I think that they have a tendency to manipulate things. They feel very passive-aggressive toward you, yeah. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here with our very own Kelly Kapoor right on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay? If you have a prediction for that card, please put it in the comments down below. Now, as we look around the room, we see only one major arcana energy. That's the Lover's card. The Lover's card does not have to mean romance. In fact, in this case, I don't think it does. Okay? I think it may have to do with a family member or a close friend. I don't feel there's a romantic energy with this Lover's card. But this is what it's all about right now. This is the sort of the reading in a nutshell is about your connection, your commitment to this person. I think that someone is taking advantage of your good nature. I think that you're a very empathic and compassionate person. I think that you're very generous. I think that when you are with somebody, you're with them, and I feel like you don't turn your back on people. You're there. You have a commitment. That's your bond, and nothing breaks that, right? There's somebody in your life that's taking advantage of that. There's somebody in your life that is draining your vital spiritual energy for their own growth. Okay? And I think it comes through a form of kind of this emotional manipulation or manipulating this friendship in a way, right? Maybe asking you for things in a certain way that is kind of makes you feel a little guilty, or makes you feel obligated even, you know? I think that they get themselves into trouble and they expect you to bail them out. All right. So we've got that. That's this relationship, your commitment to this person is sort of the topic here, okay? We've got fire. We've got water and water. We've got air and air. We've got earth and a little more earth over here. Okay, so I like that we kind of have the dualities here, right? We have fire and fire. We got two fires. We've got two waters. We've got two airs, and really we've got two earth. But it's kind of the two of pentacles here is kind of like, which one are we choosing? Are we, how are we going to let this energy continue? So very interesting what I see here, that there is a lot of effort going into the growth of something being built up here. So I wonder if there's somebody in your life that is expecting you, or even manipulating you emotionally to get you to do what is best for them. It feels like they are draining your energy away for their own growth and their own benefit. Okay, it's the way like a tree is going to kind of like steal the water from the other tree next to it in order for it to grow a little bit. And this could be a coworker, I guess. Okay. It feels like there's a close bond there, though. So if it's a coworker, like it's somebody that you have a personal relationship with. If it's a family member, it would be maybe a sibling, maybe a cousin. If it's a friend, it's somebody that, you've known for a long time and is very close to you. It feels as if they are very passive-aggressive. It feels as if they manipulate your emotions in order to get what they want. Okay, and I feel like you're very drained. I feel the pain in the middle of my back, and I think that there is. I know you've been getting more headaches lately too. Is that right? It kind of feels like there's something going on that you just can't shake it. Down beneath the surface, we do have this very deep water of the Queen of Cups. And I think the Queen of Cups is really about you looking within. Okay? The Queen of Cups is a lot of water energy. It's double water. There's the surface level where we're just sort of reflecting back what the world is giving us. There's the shallow end, which is just kind of saying, I just want pleasure and I want to get rid of pain. Okay. And then there's the deeper water that's kind of saying, what's really going on here? How do I really feel about something, right? So I think this is you. It may also be representing this other person a little bit, or at least how you're sort of feeling about them. Like we're not using our mind to try to intellectualize it. We're not keeping track of what they do and sort of making a list and saying, okay, well, they've done these things over here, which I don't like, so therefore this is my decision. No, I feel like you're trying to feel it out. You're asking yourself, how do you feel when this person leaves the room, right? When you are with this person, do they leave you feeling better than you were? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel happier? Or do you feel happier because they've left? Do you feel a relief when they're gone? We have to ask ourselves these questions. Forget about how committed you are to them. Forget about your relationship. Forget about what this bond is for now. And just ask yourself, how do you feel when you're with them? How do you feel when they're gone? Do you feel better when they've left the room? Do you feel a relief? Okay, this card is about lifting the veil of our own emotions and understanding how we truly feel about something. Okay, we can just reflect our consciousness off the surface of the water, not really answering any questions. We can go to the shallow end and just say, we have fun together, or we do pleasurable things together, right? We go, we eat, we have fun, we talk, whatever. It's generally a pleasant thing, but we got to go deeper than that. What is really going on here? How do you really feel? You're feeling drained. You're feeling a fatigue. You're feeling, I think, a loss of energy when they're around. And I think when they leave the room, or they leave your sphere of consciousness, whether it's online or, in person or on the phone or whatever. When their energy has left your consciousness for a period of time, I think you then become aware of how tired you really are. It's almost like this person is really exhausting you. And I feel that they are. Okay? And I don't know if they are costing you money necessarily. Maybe. It could be that they are, I don't know if they're always asking you for money. Do you find that they're kind of always making you pay for stuff, or they've always forgot their wallet, that sort of thing. But again, it's not an intellectual thing. It's not saying, well, you know what? Yeah, they forgot their wallet. Of course I'm going to pay. He's my best friend. Yeah, of course I'm gonna treat them to lunch or whatever. But how does that make you feel? I think your gut is really telling you something here. And your gut, I think, is kind of saying, look, there's something that feels manipulative about that. There's something that feels like they are drawing energy from you for their own benefit. Okay. Now, in the past position, we have a Princess of Wands. I feel like whoever we're talking about here, and again, it feels like they're about the same age as you. It feels like a contemporary, someone in your age group. I feel like they don't always regulate their emotions very well, right? And so they may have these kinds of, outbursts. They may have an inability to really control how they feel. It may seem that they react in a kind of over the top way to things that leave you a little bit confused. That leave you feeling drained for sure, but leave you a little bit confused, like, why, what is that reaction about? Like, why did they have that kind of, why did they get so mad about that? It doesn't, and I don't think that they communicate with you in a way. I think they just have this kind of overly dramatic response to life, and then expect you to comfort them, expect you to fix it. Expect you to be the Band-Aid that's going to make everything okay, right? So it feels like they have a very immature energy. And it feels that, I don't know, and now I'm not reading them, okay? I don't read third parties here. I don't know who they are or what their story is. But I'm seeing them through your lens, okay? So the way you perceive them is that they sometimes act very childish, and they don't regulate their emotions, and they don't communicate very well. And there is a growing feeling in you that, this person doesn't have my best interests at heart, is sort of manipulating your energy to get what they want. Okay? The future position, the Ten of Swords, okay? This is kind of what everything hinges on. And this is, together with this card, the Lover's card sort of is the reading in a nutshell. It's about this relationship. The Ten of Swords is saying that this manipulation, this energy drain needs to come to an end. That's a statement of fact. It needs to come to an end, and it will. It is coming to an end. Now, you have to decide how you're going to go about this. If this is, having a conversation, if this is about having some boundaries, setting some limits, setting some ground rules here that say, I'm not doing that anymore. Okay? Or if this is kind of completely cutting contact, it's up to you. I think that's why we have a Two of Pentacles in the position of the obstacle here, because the obstacle is, well, what do I do? I don't think you're going to just let it happen. We're not going to keep it going. So the choice becomes, how do I protect my own energy so that you can grow, so that everybody can live a happy life? How do I put a stop to this energy drain? Okay. The Ten of Wands is, it's kind of like it's saying that there's nothing left. It's almost as if you're closing the tap. You're turning off that you're turning off that faucet of, I think, the emotional, and it feels like it's a big emotional kind of drain on you. And maybe this person makes you feel drained emotionally. Maybe it's an emotional fatigue that's causing this. And it may be that, someone is very passive aggressive. Someone is doing things that kind of it's either an outburst, or it's like silent treatment, or it's the cold shoulder, or it's just kind of like saying little things that make you wonder, like, what, are they mad about something? Like, rather than just having a conversation and telling you what's going on, I think they have these subtle tricks that kind of keep you in this agitated, almost a heightened emotional state, where it's like we're walking on eggshells. We're nervous every moment of the day, wondering if we're going to turn a corner and there's going to be another outburst, or if there's going to be some kind of a problem, right? And so we're realizing that this situation has to change, that this relationship things can't keep going the way they've been going, okay? Now we're going to talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. These readings are free, okay? Your general energy is the Princess of Swords. And as your general energy, it seems like this is kind of a realization that you can't talk to this person. Like, this is somebody that you're trying to have a rational conversation with, but they're not in a rational state of mind. So your logic and your reason, it doesn't seem like it's really working. It doesn't matter to them, or it's not penetrating. But from your point of view, it seems like you're trying to have a reasonable, fair, balanced kind of compromising approach. Like, you're very, very amicable, and I think you're very thoughtful, and I think you're trying to be fair. You're trying to be very compassionate and express yourself and have a conversation. And I feel like this person then either reacts with the passive aggressive, or the kind of dysregulated outbursts. And so you're realizing that having a conversation, trying to use logic, is not really working. Okay? And I think you've tried that. It doesn't seem like it is making any kind of difference with this person. Okay? And I think that it hasn't always been this way. Right? It feels like this is something that's kind of been, maybe this is not someone that you've known for a long, long time, but it may be someone that you got close to very quickly. Okay? Because I feel that there's a real closeness here. But I'm getting the impression that you haven't known them for a long time, that it's been it hasn't been that long, but you've gotten very close in a short period of time. And now maybe it's time to back off a little bit, to put up some boundaries, to distance yourself a little bit. Okay? The next card we have is the Four of Cups. This is a card that's kind of like, in a way, this is sort of walking on eggshells. This is the way you've been living your life has been kind of not terrible, right? The boat's not sinking, but you're not able to fully be free emotionally. So it's like we're always on guard. It's like every step of the day, every moment we're walking, and we're waiting for something to jump out at us. It's not a way to live, right? And so I don't feel that in your life you're able to really expand yourself emotionally and open yourself up and just be you and be real and be yourself, because there's always this kind of defensiveness, and this is sort of that. This is a defensive card in a way too. So what we have been doing, I think, is trying to minimize the negative effects. Okay, this card is about protecting our heart, protecting our emotional body. Okay, and so rather than sort of moving forward into a healthy relationship, into joy and beauty and happiness, I think what we're trying to do is just avoid confrontation. We're trying not to set this person off. You're trying not to make any waves. You're trying not to rock the boat. Okay? So it feels like you're being very delicate with this person. And that, I think, is also a drain on your energy, because it feels like you're just trying to not have a fight. We're not having fun. We're not celebrating. We're not sailing off on our adventure. We're not partying. It's not a great time. We're just trying to not fight, trying to not do anything that's going to set that person off, right? And the problem is you never know what's going to set them off. You never know where they're going to see a little bit of an angle that they can try to manipulate you again. And so this tactic isn't working for you any longer. Something needs to change, and that's the difficult part. That's the Two of Pentacles in this position. The difficult thing is realizing that something needs to change and figuring out what that is. Okay, I think we're in the stage now where we're trying to figure out what to change. Okay, I think that you're a very patient person. I think that you have given this other entity a lot of second chances, a lot of breaks, a lot of leeway, a lot of tolerance, they're just having a bad day, or they've been through something, it's okay, or they didn't really mean it, it's fine. I think we're realizing now that this friend or this family member is taking advantage of you, is draining my energy, is manipulating me emotionally, and I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I got to put an end to it. The Two of Pentacles becomes change. You're making a change in a way that's going to benefit you. And the next card we see is the Nine of Pentacles, that you are gaining. Okay, sometimes with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like we're just in like a holding pattern. We're just trying our very best to like maintain a certain level and not sink down further. But the Nine of Pentacles now is about your growth, your expansion, you doing what you need to do for your own prosperity. Okay? I feel like this person came into your life and they kind of moved in, maybe literally, but I feel like they really put down roots in your life, and now it's like you've got to move on in a way that's going to be good for you. Okay? Now I want to look at the mystery card. Maybe a card of further growth. I think maybe emotional growth. Maybe we'll get a Nine of Cups. Yeah. Maybe, I don't want to invoke it, but I kind of feel a Tower here. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's take a look. The Death card. Yeah. Knowing when it's time to move on from something. Yep. Knowing how to leave the past, knowing how to sever ties and leave the past behind us, using it as a learning experience. It's not a waste. It's not regrettable. It's like, oh, that was a whole, 6 months of my life that I'll never get back. It was a learning experience. If nothing else, you have to find a meaning in that. You have to find this person came into your life for a reason, to teach you something, to prepare you for something greater, maybe to teach you what you don't want, maybe to teach you how to keep your energy protected. Okay? The Death card is about letting go of something to make room for something else. Okay? This could be that this is where this person and your path now start to diverge. They came into your life, and now I think you're going your separate ways. Okay. We have to believe that this is for the best. We have to believe that things have to leave our life in order for new and better things to arrive. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do an extended reading. We'll do an I Ching reading. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Virgo Tuesday and Saturday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. These readings don't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.